Hello everyone, welcome back to AngularJS tutorial series part 22. My name is Nisha Singla, and in this video we are going to learn about routing parameters in AngularJS. In my previous video we have learned what is single page application and how you can create single page application with the help of routing capabilities in AngularJS. If you didn't cover my previous video, I strongly recommend to cover my previous video first before proceeding with this video. So now let's start with this session. So first thing is, what is parameters in routing? In my previous video I told you that in routing only a route name is gonna be changed and rest of the URL is going to be same, and on the basis of your route name the content of your page is going to be changed. So now sometime what happen, you want to pass some dynamic value on your route that will change from request to request. So in that case, maybe you want to pass contact of first user, maybe second user or third user. So in this case, the value that I am passing here is not a route name. That is a value that is changing at runtime. So this is called route parameters. So let's implement the same in AngularJS. So move to your editor, and for this demo I'm using part 22 folder, and I have actually copied this folder from part 21 because initially the setup is same for part 21 and part 22. So initially I have same as per my previous demo. Now I want, maybe I have some data on this contact route. So move to your folder, and in the app folder all your controllers are inside this controllers folder. So here I have contact.js file. So maybe I have one property here with the name of users, and that will hold a simple list of users. So I say the name of the user is John, Sam, and maybe Peter. I'm keeping this demo very simple to make you clear exactly how routing and how parameters work. Later on you can make it more complex by getting the data from the service. But as of now I have hard-coded data and I have 3 users, and that 3 users are going to be stored in the users property. Now in my previous videos I also discussed about ng repeat directive that you can use to iterate over the data. So move to your contact.html file that is inside view folder, and I just want to display all the 3 users in the page here. So maybe I have a list, and in the list I want to repeat li for each user. So we already know that how to use ng repeat. So I will create one variable here that will have a data coming from the users. So this should be same as the variable that I have created here. And now with the help of data binding expression I can bind user. Save the changes, move to your browser and refresh the page. I have these 3 users. So now what I want, that when I click on any of the user, the name of the user I want to retrieve on maybe another page that I maybe have a profile page. So first of all I will make this name as a link. So that we already know that how to make a link. You can wrap this user in an anchor tag. So all these 3 users now will become a link. Fine. So now what exactly I want to make a new route request from here that will move to some another route, but this time that would not be a normal route. This route will also take one parameter, and in the parameter I'm gonna store the name of the user. So I told you how to use navigation for routing. You have to use hash and the name of your route. Maybe the name of my route is profile route, and that will also hold the name of the user. So name of the user is already in the user variable, so I will bind this one here. So in this case profile is gonna be same for each kind of user, only the value of user is gonna be changed depending on which username the user will click. So first check whether the link is created for this or not. So move to your browser, refresh the page and hover your mouse on the link. You will notice at the bottom it has created profile John, profile Sam and profile Peter. It means after hash the profile is the name of my route and the value Peter, Sam, John is the parameter of my route. As of now there is no route who can handle this parameter and who can handle this request. So by default it is redirecting to the home page, because I told you in previous video, if something goes wrong or something invalid request is there, it will redirect to the root route. So first of all, I need to create this route. So I told you to create route, we have app.js file, and here I have all my route with home, about, and contact. So now we need to create one more route with when method, and this time the route name will be profile, and after profile this is a variable. So how you distinguish that this is the route name and this will be a parameter of my route? So to make any parameter in a route, you need to prefix your name of the parameter with colon sign. So in this case it will become parameter. You can give it any name as per your wish, and the same name I will use in the controller to retrieve the data. Rest will be same. You will define what will be the template URL for this request. So I will create one view and I will give it a name profile.html, and same the data for this one will come from a controller, and the name I will give profile controller. So quickly let's create this profile.html in the views folder. And same way I need to create this profile controller. So first of all you have to create one controller and give it a name profile.js, and here you can create one controller, and the name of the controller should same like this one, profile controller. It will have one function that will have one scope service here like this. Now one more point here, this profile page or this profile.js file I have to link in my index.html. So you can copy this one and just change it to profile.js. So now ideally what will happen, that when user will click on this route, it will make a new route request that will go to profile, and it will pass John as a parameter. So now let's check first how is it working. So when I click on any of the link, it will make a request to the profile route with the value John, Sam, Peter will be passed like a parameter. So when I click on this one, it will pass the request to the profile route and passing the John as a parameter. But this page is blank, so what I want now, I want to retrieve the value that you have passed as a parameter. So now moving to the profile.js file, and this route have a parameter. So if you want to retrieve the value of the parameter, you have one more service that is called route params. Route params is a kind of object that hold all the parameters that you have on this particular route. So this service you have to inject as a dependency here. Just for checking, if you say console.log and say route params, press Ctrl F5 to clear cache. So now when you click on contact, just clear this one and click on any of the link, you will notice that route params is returning an object that right now it have only one property name with value John. So if your route taking more than one parameter, it will store all the information of your parameters in an object with the help of route params. So now I just want to retrieve name, so you can access route params dot the name that you have. So now you can say I have one scope property, I'm giving it a name of profile user, and I can retrieve the name from this route params with the help of route params dot name. So now you have that user which is coming from the route, and you have stored that user in the profile user on the scope object. So now this profile user you can print on your profile.html page. So I said on h1, welcome profile user profile. So on this variable I just bind it with the help of data binding expression. Now you can refresh the page, and if you click on any of the user, you will notice that value you have retrieved here. So this is called how you can pass parameters to your route, and it is very useful when you make a CRUD application and you have a lot of users and you want to take particular action on the user, like you want to delete any user, you want to update any user or update any resource, you want to edit any resource. So in that case you have to pass the ID of that particular resource with the help of route params. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel for such more videos. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.